Hello, and yet another Saturday wrap from a bridge overlooking a railway. This time this is Barry, and this is the Saturday wrap for Saturday the 19th of June 2021. Looks at watch 08:13 British summertime. First stop, this is Samuel Romilly. And I'm indoors now. I'm in the Sir Samuel Romilly, drinking white coffee. All you can drink white coffee. Anyway, this is the Saturday wrap for Saturday the 19th, I had to think there, of June 2021. Time 09:02 hours. Anyway, so satirical look back on my week. And let's see if I can remember the app of the week and the phrase of the week. Well, the phrase of the week is nature is healing. I'm hearing this everywhere. It might just be because I'm looking out for it, but people will do things that they used to do and then just say nature is healing. Or they will preface it that way. And I've even done it myself. I think it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. It should be on It's a Thing by Tom Merritt and Molly Wood. That's Molly Wood, the American tech writer. You've got to be careful about Googling her name. And the app of the week, LumaFusion. If you want to do video on an iPad or even an iPhone, then LumaFusion. It's not free, but the best things in life aren't, generally speaking. So I look back on the week then. So you left me last Saturday sitting in the Bear's Head in Penarth, and this week I'm in the Sir Samuel Romilly in Barry. And wow, 2 new cask ales in the Bear's Head, fresh on, uniques. In fact, all my beers from last week were uniques. And it was summer, not so much this week. It's all rather grey and cold and a bit blowy and such like. But really good time out. Golden Lion. Well, the Golden Lion was full of people. All the tables were booked. That's because of the Wales match. So I went to the Crafty Devil's cellar, which wasn't all booked, and I was sitting in front of the projector. Although at half time I ended up sitting on the switch. So the projector went out. That was a bit of a mistake. There you go. But anyway, Wales didn't lose, and the beers were fine, and the Wi-Fi was good. Ooh. Sir Samuel Romilly. 60 down, 17 or 18 up, so won't be piggybacking off my mobile phone for this one. Yeah, so Penarth, well worth a visit, especially when the sun's out, and for fine ales. And of course, Wales didn't lose, although when I got home, the Finland-Denmark game, oh, that was hard work. But he's recovered. But it shows everyone should know first aid, because there was some CPR going on. And sometimes it is really just a game. And make the most of life while you can, because it disappears. And on another note, which is completely unconnected, I am now 4.5 tog in my duvet. I know it's been cold. Well, it's been so cold I had my first strawberries this week, which I usually get at the beginning of June, so 3 weeks behind schedule. Mind you, they were lovely. But so they should be, because they've had lots of tomato food and had to be watered every day and such like. But like today, 4.5 tog, it's gone cold again. Still the windows open, so it's fresh air and everything is healthy. Coming on to Monday, that nice Mr. Boris Johnson decided another 4 weeks in lockdown. Couple of things. Lots of reports that the data he was working on was out of date, and that perspex screens in pubs Made no difference. In fact, they stopped air circulation, which is the thing that you need nowadays. And yeah, the G7 meeting, no one went into quarantine. Lots of pictures of everyone not social distancing. And this week we've got UEFA officials threatening to take the final out of the UK if they're not all allowed to come in without social distancing and quarantine and all that sort of thing. It seems that if you're at the bottom of the heap, then everything applies to you. But if you're at the top of the heap, it doesn't matter. You can get around it. Money talks. Not particularly overly impressed with all of that, I have to be honest. Same room for all of us, maybe? I don't think so. Anyway, tumble on Monday. I think I had. What's that thing from Anheuser-Busch? Helles, Camden Brewery, which was okay. And then on Tuesday, fresh cask ale. Durdle Door by the Dorset Brewing Company, which is a little bit of a favourite of mine because of going down to Dorset and Dorchester, and I actually met the guy who ran the place, and he didn't have very many positive things to say about Canberra, and from what he was saying, I don't particularly blame him. However, having said that, the cask was on all week. It got better and it lasted out. That was one of the times I said nature is healing itself. Cask ale that's travelled and it is good. I really enjoyed it actually. I was having a look at where to go for this weekend. So I had a look at Craft Republic, which is about 20 minutes walk, maybe closer from here. So booked in. I have table number 10 from 12 o'clock. They're on Untapped, and I've been watching them add beers in. I did ask if they had Wi-Fi, but they didn't reply to that, but it was an automated form. So minus marks at the beginning, but plus marks for their website and their form. Wales beat Turkey 2-0. Gareth Bale missed a penalty. Skied it. Lots of memes about that. But made it back at the end for 2 corners and then and winning, and happy days. You've got to have something to keep you going, and that certainly did. Backup. I've been talking about backup a lot. New backup software, buying this, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, Thursday mornings early on, backup the iPhone, both iPads and the iPod Touch, and the iPad Pro failed because I'd run out of space. I think I got 200 gigs at the moment. 200 gigs and I'm out of space. So I'm now on 2 terabytes. Mind you, if I keep recording things like this and uploading them, then you can probably see why I run out of space. Best be safe, because all our lives tend to be on our devices. And it's only money. So I've already mentioned the strawberries. They were nice. If not as sweet as other brands, because they're ever bearers, but they go on for ages and ages. And I've been out this morning with the watering can on the summer onions, on the potatoes, and with a bit of luck and a following wind, may have some overnight rain. I know there's rain next week, so I might save on the watering can. Only the cost, but it's just a pain. And first thing in the morning, whatever. Anyway, that was my week. Football, tech, lots of politics, and according to Mr. Drakeford, because he's an expert on these things, Wales is in the 3rd wave. I think we've had 1 or 2 deaths and very low amounts of people in hospital. Cases don't mean anything anymore. We have a good proportion of people with 2 jabs. People are recovering. It's endemic. We'll kind of have to learn to live with it. Best stay in your shed and learn a bit about science, because people are dying from other things. Sorry, Mr. Drakeford, but I disagree with you totally on that one. Anyway, that's your report of my week, live from the Sir Samuel Romilly in Barry. Comments as usual on your favourite social media platform. Thank you, and bye bye. Here goes the finger.